go interactive with
Fiona. Believe it or not, the holiday season is right around the corner. Have you started your shopping yet? I haven't started either, don't worry. We spend so much energy thinking about where these gifts are going to end up. Will Aunt Thelma like a pair of new slippers? Does my friend Cynthia need a new blender? But how much time do we actually spend thinking about where these gifts come from? How much thought do you give to where your gifts are coming from?
A lot.
Absolutely none.
I'm an artsy type, so I think it's nice to buy things from around here.
Where do I get the gifts?
How much do you think about where you get the gifts?
None.
None?
Don't think about it at all.
As a small business owner, I definitely tend to probably give a little more thought than the typical person would.
Of course, I like to support Nanaimo, if that's what you mean.
For me, shopping local is a huge thing.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
I give my kids money so they can buy their own gifts.
Do you celebrate a different holiday or no holiday at all?
Not at all.
Why don't you buy gifts?
I hate shopping.
I happen to be a shopaholic, so I pretty much know where everything is.
As the marketing event coordinator for the downtown Nanaimo BIA, I try to walk the talk. So I try to do as much shopping locally as I can.
Are there other deciding factors as far as where you get your gifts?
You know, it's basically convenience for me.
Well, I would like it to be something, of course, free trade and all that sort of thing.
I do a lot of shopping online.
I do not like online shopping.
I like receiving presents in the mail.
I like to have instant gratification, so I like to buy things and have them.
I got a couple of little nieces and nephews, so I'm going to go buy some toys, but probably go to Coombs and buy a bunch of the little wooden ones.
I don't shop for little kids anymore. The people on my list are all older, and they tend to have mostly what they want.
If I give somebody a gift card, I know they're going to like it. If I give them some socks, they might not like them.
I don't enjoy having to figure out what I should get Aunt Matilda, who is everything, and, you know, what is it I should buy her, and I know that it's going to be sitting there forever. No, I don't like doing that.
Well, for me, I just have kids, so I like to go to Walmart and Toys R Us.
I usually go to big box stores.
I certainly would buy something at the Bay if I found something I liked. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Yeah, of course I would.
I don't like shopping malls very much. I never go.
I work out at Woodgrove. I hate malls.
They're just big and horrible and impersonal.
Being an international, I don't know many local stores around here, so I usually go to, you know, the big names, and usually it's because of TV ads or movies.
Some people like to be given gifts from thrift stores. They like the feel of used things.
I like little local shops. I don't like the big shops.
Shopping locally, we're giving employment to local people.
You sort of get to know your local shopkeepers and what they sell.
I find when I'm supporting the businesses downtown Nanaimo especially, they in turn come and buy from me.
This is the first year that downtown Nanaimo is taking part in the Shop the Neighborhood event. And Shop the Neighborhood event is a national campaign that was started 2 years ago by the Yellow Pages. And it is meant to promote small to medium-sized businesses in our community. The event last year generated $81 million in a one-day campaign nationally. And we're really hoping this year to have a little of that economic benefit here in downtown Nanaimo. So we enlisted 75 of our downtown merchants to take part. And they're going to be offering special deals and promotions on that day for one day.
And have you started your Christmas shopping yet?
No, not yet.
Started. I'm finished.
June, is that too early?
Yes, I have.
I usually just pick things up along the year as time goes on.
I was thinking about doing some Christmas shopping this weekend.
It's really easy. You go in and say, I'll have a gift card. That's it. It's done. Yeah.
Sounds easy. Maybe I should get on that.
Sure. Oh, do you want one from me? I have gift cards. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Got my hopes up there. So much to think about. Maybe I should ditch the blender idea altogether. Or maybe I gotta go start my shopping. For Go On Shaw TV, I'm Fiona Shedden.
Hi there, I'm Liz Siosia from Cats Alive, Gabriola Island. And we want to welcome you to our 20th anniversary of Cats Alive, an organization that has been supported fully by Islanders all these 20 years.
One of the reasons that Cats Alive has been so successful is the involvement of the community in some of our endeavors.
This includes a lot of support at the farmers market that we sit at each week during the summer. Kids have given us their allowance. They've put up lemonade stands and donated their birthday money to us. We've had really good response from the local artists.
From day one, people just came out of the woods like the kittens and just wanted to help. Everybody here was so supportive. It's just been, there hasn't been a moment that there was any problem finding homes and taking care of cats.
Our really beautiful, great calendar is one of our big fundraisers. It is about cats that have been rescued by all kinds of different people who live on Gabriola.
I'm so grateful that I live here and that people care so much, not just about animals, but about people. It's a wonderful place to be.
One thing that we would like to say is that Cats Alive has been supported by the islanders on Gabriola Island, but there are many rescue groups on Vancouver Island that need your support. Gabriola is a finite space, so we were able to get the cat population under control. But in a larger area, it's an ongoing process. And I can think of cat naps, Cowichan Cat Rescue, Cat Span in the Noose, and all the way up the island. This shows what a small group of dedicated people can do with a loving community. So go there and help the other rescue groups would be great.
Over the past few months, we've been meeting some of the reporters behind the bylines, behind the read here at the Nanaimo Daily News. It's the first time we've had Robert Barron on the show. He covers the business and education beat. What kind of stories is business and education?
Well, let's start off with education first. It's an ongoing coverage of School District 68. And presently, it's a situation where they're upgrading their facilities report to deal with undercapacity of the schools, with a lowering student population, and financial challenges from funding from the province as well. So they are looking to consolidate schools and close some, which is a very emotional issue, as you can imagine, in the school district.
Is Cedar in the middle of that?
Cedar is always a part of it. They're reopening Cedar Secondary School. The people in Cedar feel they should have a Cedar High School in their community. There are some people who are saying that the old facilities plan, which closed it, probably would be a more effective use for money and resources, but that's the electorate decided against that in the last election, so they're moving forward with reopening Cedar. But in so doing, of course, they also had to close some other schools, because I'd say, when I first started covering education, there was up to 16,000 students in the district. Now there's less than 13,000, so you have a lot of less students. And it has to do a lot with demographics, and recently as people are choosing private schools, things of that nature.
You've been here at the Nanaimo Daily News for about 15 years.
Yes.
And there must be some reward, is there, in sort of being on a beat? You've probably covered different things over your career, and it's nice to really get into something and know it.
It is. You get to know a lot of the people in the community. You get to know who the players are. And you get to know them well. It gives you a personal insight into things, I guess, as opposed to just looking at the issues. You're dealing with the people that are creating the issues and dealing with the issues, so you have a better sense of where we're going with it, as it were, because you get to know those people well, and you know what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do get a good insight.
Now the other side of your portfolio, if we can call it that, is business.
Yes.
And how do you approach business stories, and what types of business stories are you working on?
It's the way we approach business here is I write a weekly column called Business Notes, and the community will let me know about new business openings, expansions, things of that nature. And on Wednesdays, you'll see my face above this business column.
And now we hear your voice.
Yeah.
To go with the face.
So you see, I usually put it into just 4 or 5 quick paragraphs, different things happening. Yeah. And the community feeds me that information as I go. And then also you got different things going on, like just 2 weeks ago we had the Vancouver Island Economic Summit, which is hosted here once a year.
A lot of business stories there.
That's right, and so you get to meet a lot of the players there, not only from the Nanaimo, but from the whole region. And you get a good sense of what the direction is, what the current situation of the economy is, and where the economy is going. Right. And present that to the readers so they have a good sense of what they should be doing or whatever to the business community, and what studies they should be checking into.
Have you been following the business beat long enough to see any trends and sort of where we are now?
Nanaimo is an interesting city in the sense that we've gone from being a resource-based economy, which was coal and forestry and
fisheries,
and things of that nature. Now it's more of a service economy, providing services to the rest of the island, to the rest of the mid-island, and it's also becoming a hub for retirees.
Right. So we're kind of in the teenage years of that stage of our economic development.
Yeah, that's right.
Guess.
We're in the middle of a switch. We're no longer just a small resource-based backwater. We're turning into a bit more of a cosmopolitan city that services a lot of needs of the island.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I think you've got a great beat here at the paper. We've tried to get you on a few times, and we'll have you on again.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Case. Nice to meet you.
It was great to have the opportunity to chat with Robert Barron. This is Go for the week of November the 13th through the 20th. My friend Fricassee, one of the paintings in Paintings of Food by Rod Corraini here at the Macmillan Arts Center in Parksville. I don't know if the chicken thinks this guy's his friend, though. Like, there's maybe a bit of a threatening situation going on here. Tell me about this particular piece.
I used to have a studio in downtown Nanaimo below a French restaurant, and it was run by a brilliant Greek chef.
In a French restaurant?
In a French restaurant.
Okay. What's this guy's name? Do you remember what his name was?
Spiros Papandreou.
Wow, that's quite a memory and quite a name.
Yeah.
We're going to check out Kinsel Trestle in another installment of our Beautis RV Island Adventure. But first, the world's most famous brass band is coming to Nanaimo. Canadian Brass hits the Port Theatre on November 29th.